Hello, welcome back to Auto Pop Culture, and today we're going over the albums of the decades. So this video we're gonna go over 2000, the top 10 of, of 2016 and top 10 albums of 2017. So, at this time, it was a little more. Let me think. We're now in an area where we're trying to figure out exactly where a sound goes. I feel like at least in the music industry, people are going their own separate ways because we're trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know. Like it gets kind of weird in this area. It's good albums, really, really good albums, but it's also the decline of a trend of having a trendy thing going on. And I also think I think it's a incline into the when hip hop becomes more announced. So I'm gonna go through top tens of 16, top tens of 17, and a couple of shout outs at the end, and let's get started. So the first one is Tori Kelly, Unbreakable Smile. So this is her very first album. She is a very soulful singer. She has a great voice. She's gorgeous. She has amazing hair that I wished I had. And she just has range that you don't even understand. Like she no, the first single, Nobody Loves. She has an album. Or I should say, she has a Carly Rae Jepsen kind of thing where she has an album before this one, but this is the one that actually officially made her mainstream. Nobody Loves, amazing song. Money Can't Buy You Love, amazing song. Expensive is what it's called. Unbreakable Smile, great song. I love her sound. Her sound is amazing. She just has a great sound. Number two is Tablo, Ladywood. This is the album that officially got me into Tablo. I love her in general. I loved Queen of Clouds. I thought that was one of the albums. I loved it. But this one was where she kind of pulled you in to pay attention because she had a trilogy kind of thing going on, or some type of, she had chapters going on of how how the album was going on and running into, Blue Lips. It's such a great storyline to follow, and she has a great voice. She has great music. What was this one? This one was Cool Girl, Under the Influence. It wasn't really that much big star songs that made it to the top of anything, but I loved it. It wasn't until the second one that she made more notice, but this one was amazing. I loved it. Number three is Kelly Clarkson, Piece by Piece. Kelly Clarkson, Piece by Piece was I want to say the last album that I was officially in with Kelly Clarkson. I really loved this album. I thought she had a great voice, great vocal. She even touched a little bit into the electronic pop direction, which is really, really nice. She mixes in it perfectly, and I think that's a great sign to make you realize, like, I can do remixes and do like a Mariah Carey where she sings over it, and she's iconic, and the album's nice and personal and still really great and amazing. Number four is Kong's Layers. One of the DJs that I literally just got into. I got into him over the song This Girl, which is it was a complete summer bop. I listened to it everywhere. My friends even liked it, and it's just a really great song. And then you go into the album. The album has a nice little, like, I like to compare him to like a tropical, like a more upbeat Avicii. I feel like Avicii's always been a little more. Has his moods in different parts, but I feel like this one's a little more on the brighter side of it. I really like it. I think that this guy is gonna make a lot of moves. Number five is Anti by Rihanna, or Rihanna's Anti. So this is a album that was really, really good. It's actually no. Let me rephrase that. Rihanna's is also like a Lady Gaga to me, where their albums takes time for me to get into. Some songs really will click, like Kiss It Better. But songs like Work and Ooh and what was the other? Desperado. Like a lot of this, like some of the songs, it took me a minute to grow into it, but what I did, I really, really liked it. Once again, another easy song album that she did that just shits out bangers like it's nothing. Number 6 is Zayn, Mine of Mine. Oh my god, still listen to this album to this day. Throughout the whole thing, the whole song, the whole album was great, and it was literally a sign showing that he is the Justin Timberlake of the One Direction. I still think that he is one of it. I think the downside about his life is that anxiety and all the other things that happen, personal stuff happened, really hindered a lot of his growth. But I feel like he's still young. He's only released 2 albums so far. He still has a lot ways to go. And I think Harry Styles is doing really better right now in the world of 2019. But I think that he had a long range of being the top member for a while. Number 7 is Ariana Grande, Dangerous Woman. What else can you say about it? It's amazing. She was already on top, and then she got even further on. Like, she was known, but now this brought her to the top. Like, Bang Bang, Side to Side, Moonlight. Oh my god, Moonlight was so good. I just love her vocals. The whole album's a good banger, except for the, Macy Gray song. Like, I like the song. I just don't think, I think it's a waste of space for Macy Gray because I feel like she could have done more than just repeat a verse. Number 8 is Zedd, Clarity. Zedd, Clarity. I didn't know this came out in 2016. I might have a bad typo, but, yeah, I think I have a bad typo because I think Clarity came out before. I think the remix album maybe came out this time. It's a little typo. But anyway, good album. Really good songs. A lot of the songs are really good. Like, Shave It Up, Clarity. Like, all of it. Like, he became my favorite, one of my favorite DJs immediately after this album. Number 9 is Saint Lucia, Matter. I loved when the night, and I already talked about it before, and they just elevate it even further with Matter. I feel like it, like physical, I still listen to this day. I still take it to the gym with me. I still listen to it anywhere. Like, it's a great active song, and I think that a lot of his songs, they're all different too. Like, Going Home is amazing. I love that song. It's very 80s sound, and I Wanna Love Someone. Literally a great smooth song, and they just have great production and great band, and I love their very light kind of feel of things. And finally, to round up to 2016 is, of course, Beyonce Lemonade. Literally took me a minute to get into it, until I actually just stopped and just went through the whole album, and whew, back then it was a huge deal because we knew that we didn't really know about the cheating. We suspected with her and Jay-Z, but like, she really laid a lot of it down, and she went through a whole arc of how she actually felt about the whole thing, ending with them staying together. So it's very interesting direction, but I think it was one of the most versatile albums I have ever seen of Beyonce. Even more versatile than Beyonce's last album, Beyonce. I think this one just had more uniqueness. So that's it. And a couple shout outs. So, Great, Good, Fine, Okay, Great, Good, Fine, and Okay released their, EP-ish album called 3. Great album in that same year. John Bellion released Human Condition. Just amazing album. I think it's better than the other one. This one's just, so good. And also, Adore Delano, After Party. I know she's drag queen direction, but I think that she's just has great. I don't care for a recent album. I think her 2 albums, this one and Party, which is, or Till Death Do Us Party, great albums, great together albums. Okay, so let's start off in 2017, top 10s of 2017. So let's start with the first one, which is Calvin Harris, Funk Wave Bounce Volume 1. Just so good, so good. Another one that took me a minute to get into because I was hearing pieces and I didn't go through the whole thing, and I did really like it. great change from what he's ever done before. This is completely a new project that he's done before. Can't wait for volume 2. I'm sure it's going to come out next summer. Yeah, I'm really excited. I think it was project worth doing, you know. Number 2 is of Axwell and Ingrosso, More Than You Know. So I've been waiting for this album to come out for a long, long, long time. I loved Somebody New. I loved Sun is Shining and So Are You. And So Are You. Sun is Shining and So Are You. It's that's what the part is called, but it's not the title. But I really love some of their songs, and it didn't release an album for a while, and they finally did. I went through the whole thing. I really, really liked it. They kept some of the songs that were like 2 years old into it, which was really great. Good album. Number 3, Tablo, is Blue Lips, the Ladywood Phase 2. I personally think Blue Lips really hit hard for me because I really love the emotion that she went through. She finally finished the arc of her story, or the ending of her story, and it's heartbreaking, but it's so good. It's just so vulnerable, and she has a complete story. Like, I really, really recommend listening to the arch of the era of Ladywood. It's just a great era. Number 4 is Kesha, Rainbow. So Kesha she had a lot of stuff going on in her career and stuff like that, and I think that she finally she released Rainbow as a kind of explaining what's going on, and it was such a beautiful album, complete beautiful album. It was around this time where everybody was doing a lot of country directions-ish, but it was a beautiful, beautiful album. Number 5 is Lord, Melancholy. Great, great, great album. Once again, she completely proved that she went past the sophomore slump. She showed she's not a one-hit wonder, and she's definitely not just an album just as equally as good as the first one. Like, it feels like a continuation. It's just so great. Number 6 is Betty Who, The Valley. The Valley was a great album. A very great album. It's, oh my god, what Mama Said, Cry Later, or Cry Tomorrow, Some Kind of Wonderful, like, just the whole album was great, and I feel like it finally put her on the map for a while, and I think it was the first time that America actually appreciated her for who she is, and I think that's really great, and I'm so happy for her, and I love that she's independent now and has her own sound. Sounds great. I love it. Number 7 is Demi Lovato, Tell Me You Love Me. Whew. One of the most mature albums she's ever done. It's so good. It's so great. It's it's so emotionally, like, it's so emotionally heavy and in a great way. Tell Me You Love Me was, whew. Sorry and Not Sorry, complete summer banger. My favorites were Lonely, Daddy Issues. Daddy Issues was the shit. I loved it. It reminded me of Adventure Time for some reason. You listen to it, you'll definitely know why. Just a great album. She consistently is doing great with her albums, and I think that she just a great writer and a great singer. Number 8 is Foster the People, Sacred Hearts Club. Now, I got into this one a little later, but one of my friends got me into them. They're like, "Have you heard the album?" I was like, "No, I've been circling around it, but I haven't actually heard it." Me and him, like, literally set out on a Sunday to listen to the whole thing. It was just so good. Great album. I listen to it to this day. I think they have a great direction of where they're going. I think now, like, you never know with the singles. I don't want to bet on the singles. I want to bet on the whole album. So I'm waiting for a new album to come out, but I'm really excited. Number 9 is Sailaja. I See at the Table. Whew, Seat at the Table really just described what the situation was in 2017, and also in the years before. It's just like she talked about like everything that was happening, like Black Lives Matter, the stuff that was going on in the Black communities, that's going on like every single time. That's a repeat and everything, and the stuff and how the government really takes advantage of a lot of minorities, including African Americans. But Sailaja just brought it to the table completely. Number 10 is the final one, which is All Day Speeding. Oh my god, All Day is iconic one. 2, Speeding is very moody because he's talking about his addiction with codeine. But it's so good. It's so clear, to the point, great. Production's amazing. It's moody in the best way, but it's vulnerable, and I love that. A couple shout outs is Imagine Dragons Evolve, good album. Shakira El Dorado, great album. And finally, one of the biggest albums I think everybody should really listen to. I don't think they're gonna do anything anymore, but catch them now. Is Secret Weapons. The album's called As a Setting Sun Comes Crashing Down on Me. Really, really good album. Great production. He has a great voice, and just it's worth listening to, even if it's gonna be a one album thing that they're gonna do. Hopefully they come back, but I really, really like them. Yeah, so that's it. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought. If you like some of the albums, or what albums that I maybe missed out that you really liked that year, let me know. And I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll stay tuned for another video.